Have you ever found themselves staring at a huge list of games and still felt like there was nothing really good to play? With so many options available, it can be hard to separate the best games that are truly worth playing from the rest. The truth is, the most hyped games aren't always the ones that will give you hours of fun and immersion. That's why, in this video, you'll discover a selection of single-player games that truly deliver quality gameplay from start to finish. Each of them has something special, whether it's the engaging gameplay, the remarkable narrative, or the impressive graphics. This is Jack speaking, and if you're new here, welcome to the Play Hunters channel. I bring daily content so you don't miss any details from the gaming universe. If you can subscribe to help me grow, I'd be super happy. From one gamer to another. First on our list is Banisher Ghost of New Eden. This game offers a mix of mystery and action in a dark universe, making any fan dive headfirst into a journey filled with supernatural challenges. The setting is simply flawless, transporting players to dark and engaging environments. It's a true masterpiece for those who enjoy games that balance an immersive narrative with smooth gameplay. The battles combine intense action with strategic stealth, keeping players on their toes and ready for the unexpected. The dynamic balance between exploration and combat makes each phase unique, with ever-changing and surprising environments. The game makes this feel natural and thrilling, keeping players engaged effortlessly. The graphics also deserve a shout-out. Every visual detail adds to the tense and mysterious atmosphere, making the experience even more immersive. The shadows, lighting effects, and heavy atmosphere create a world where every step feels dangerous. All of this makes this game a perfect choice for anyone seeking the best single-player games. In second place is The Witcher 3, an absolute classic among RPGs that has captivated millions of players worldwide. The depth of the story and the vast open world are the game's biggest strengths, where every choice directly impacts the narrative. Players immerse themselves in a universe full of complex missions, political intrigue, and, of course, epic monster battles. The combat is one of the elements that keeps gameplay consistently interesting. Blending fast attacks, spells, and strategy, each encounter with enemies presents a new challenge. The freedom to explore the open world, uncover secrets, and face creatures is what makes the gameplay so addictive. It's easy to get lost in the map's many activities, offering the perfect balance between main and side quests without ever feeling repetitive. Another standout point is the graphics and immersive atmosphere. The landscapes are stunning and range from dense forests to vibrant cities, each with its own style and unique visual characteristics. This attention to detail makes it easy to get involved for hours, always finding something new to discover. It's no wonder it's considered one of the best RPGs to play to this day. In third place, we have Ghost of Tsushima, a visual and narrative spectacle set in feudal Japan. This game stands out for its unique approach to telling an epic story of revenge, honor, and sacrifice. The open world is vast and breathtaking, with landscapes ranging from dense forests to flower-filled fields, all complemented by a powerful soundtrack. The immersion is complete, making it impossible not to feel part of this universe. The combat system is the highlight of the gameplay, combining fluid sword movements with defensive and counterattack mechanics that demand precision. The option to adopt a stealthy approach adds an interesting layer of strategy, allowing each player to choose the style that best suits their playstyle. This balance between action and subtlety makes the battles extremely satisfying and challenging. The graphics and attention to detail are impressive, offering scenes that look like moving paintings. Every location you explore presents distinct beauty, with visual elements that vary with the weather and time of day. This all contributes to a game that goes beyond just playing, creating a deep connection between the player and the world around them. In fourth place, we have Metro Exodus, a game that mixes survival and exploration elements in a devastated post-apocalyptic world. This game takes players on an exciting journey through desolate Russia, where each environment is unique and filled with challenges. The narrative is gripping, alternating between moments of extreme tension and moments of reflection, which creates a captivating rhythm. It's definitely one of the most immersive games for those who enjoy deep stories and rich environments. The big differentiator lies in how the game blends combat and survival. Weapons are customizable, but the scarcity of ammo and resources makes each battle intense and strategic. The game encourages careful exploration of dangerous environments, where every choice can mean life or death. This resource management system is a key part of the gameplay, keeping players constantly alert. Visually, the game does not disappoint. The settings range from ruined urban landscapes to vast, mysterious forests, all with a dense and suspenseful atmosphere. The day-night cycle, along with weather changes, adds an extra layer of realism to the world. This combination of realistic graphics and tense gameplay makes Metro Exodus one of the best survival games today. In fifth place, Mafia Definitive Edition appears as a reimagining of a classic from the 2000s. With updated graphics and an engaging narrative, the game transports players into the Mafia's underworld during Prohibition. The setting is richly detailed, with cars, clothing, and environments that directly evoke the historical period, making the game highly immersive. The missions are varied, offering a great mix of chases, shootouts, and tense narrative moments. The gameplay combines intense action with more classic open-world mechanics, where the main focus is the story. The missions are well-structured, with objectives that make the player feel the pressure and danger of the crime world. The vehicle driving system is quite realistic, adding an extra layer of challenge in chases through narrow, winding streets. This detail alone sets Mafia apart from many other games in the genre. The graphics are a strong point, with incredibly detailed urban environments and animations that elevate the realism of character interactions. The era's atmosphere is captured with precision, whether in moments of calm or scenes of action. This balance between story, visuals, and gameplay makes this one of the best open-world games for fans of well-told stories. In sixth place, A Plague Tale: Requiem delivers a touching and emotional narrative set in a medieval Europe ravaged by the plague. The game continues the tradition of its predecessor, but with even greater depth in both story and gameplay mechanics. The dark and detailed visuals transport players to desolate settings where survival is key. The relationships between the characters are the heart of the story, and the constant tension makes every moment significant. The gameplay system revolves around stealth, requiring patience and strategy. Challenges arise both in combat and in the need to find creative ways to overcome obstacles. Using the environment as a tool to solve complex situations adds an interesting element to the gameplay, and the combat, when it occurs, is intense and challenging. This balance keeps the player engaged, never knowing what to expect next. The graphics are impressive, with meticulous attention to visual details. From the flickering torchlights to the hordes of rats that overrun the scenes, every part of the game is visually impactful. The medieval atmosphere is captured in a striking way, which heightens the sense of immersion. The dark aesthetic, along with the deep narrative, makes this game truly unique among those focused on intense and emotional stories. In seventh place, we have Hades, a game that redefines the roguelike genre with an engaging blend of frenetic action and impactful storytelling. Each new attempt to escape the underworld brings players face-to-face with dynamic combat and fluid mechanics, making every battle feel fresh and full of adrenaline. The vibrant and detailed art design transforms the Greek underworld into a visually fascinating environment. The gameplay is fast-paced and full of possibilities. With each death, players return to the beginning, but with new skills and upgrades, making progress steady and exciting. This evolution mechanic keeps the player engaged, as every round brings new discoveries and ways to refine strategies. The sense of learning and growth with each new attempt is what makes the gameplay loop so addictive. The dialogues and interactions with characters are also a highlight, adding an extra layer of depth to the plot. The narrative flows seamlessly without interrupting the action, giving players a sense of continuity in the story while exploring combat challenges. Hades manages to perfectly balance dynamic gameplay with a captivating story. In 8th place, Dead Cells is a roguelike known for its fast-paced, challenging gameplay. The game demands quick reflexes, with intense combat and constant movement. Each time a player starts a new run, the levels change, keeping things unpredictable and ensuring each session brings something different. This dynamism is what makes each stage so engaging and surprising. The progression system is designed to motivate the player to keep going. Every attempt offers the chance to unlock new weapons and abilities, keeping the journey interesting. With the option to choose different combat styles, whether more direct or using traps and magic, the game adapts to the player's preferred style. This strategic variety avoids monotony and keeps the challenge high. Despite being in pixel art style, the visuals impress with their rich details and combat effects. All of this, combined with the energetic soundtrack, creates a vibrant atmosphere, making the gameplay more exciting. The combination of frenetic action and constant challenges makes it easy to lose track of time while playing. In 9th place, Alan Wake 2 creates a dense and immersive atmosphere where mystery and darkness dominate the scene. The story plays with the line between reality and the supernatural, building a narrative full of surprises and psychological tension. The environments are so full of mystery that players feel constantly on edge, with every detail contributing to total immersion in the storyline. The gameplay balances combat and exploration, but with a strategic twist involving the use of light to face emerging threats. The game mechanics make players think about every move, since encounters with enemies are not always predictable. This adds a layer of constant tension, keeping action and suspense always present. The graphics are stunning, with a level of detail that intensifies the dark tone of the game. The combination with an immersive soundtrack and high-quality sound effects strengthens the sense of suspense and impending danger. This blend of visual and audio elements creates a unique atmosphere that grabs attention and makes every moment significant. In 10th place, Assassin's Creed Valhalla transports players to the Viking era, with a vast open world full of breathtaking and richly detailed landscapes. The game stands out for its well-crafted setting, offering deep immersion into the culture and battles of that time. With an engaging narrative filled with important decisions, it skillfully balances moments of exploration and action. The gameplay combines visceral combat with mechanics for building and expanding settlements, creating gameplay that goes beyond battles. The progression system is robust, allowing players to customize their fighting style and abilities, making each battle unique. Exploring the vast open world is rewarding, with numerous activities and secrets that can keep players occupied for hours. Valhalla's visuals are impressive, featuring landscapes that range from icy mountains to lush forests. The soundtrack, along with the sound effects, perfectly complements the epic feel of the battles and calm moments, giving players the sense of truly living in that era. These elements together create a game that offers a memorable journey. In 11th place, Rise of the Ronin is set in 19th century Japan during a period of significant political and social changes. The game combines elements of exploration and combat, creating a unique atmosphere that blends tradition with modernity. The environments are rich in detail, perfectly capturing the feel of feudal Japan transitioning into a more industrialized era, which sets it apart from many other action games. The gameplay focuses on fast and strategic combat, using swords and firearms, allowing players to mix traditional tactics with new fighting styles. The progression system is dynamic, giving the freedom to explore and evolve as players face different challenges. The variety in battles, combined with fluid movement, ensures that fights are always engaging and challenging. Visually, the game is breathtaking, with landscapes ranging from traditional villages to emerging cities. Immersion is intensified by the detailed graphics and soundtrack that matches the rhythm of the battles and the serenity of calmer moments. All of this contributes to creating an exciting journey through one of Japan's most fascinating historical periods. In 12th place, Senua's Saga Hellblade II stands out for its emotional depth and its unique approach to psychological suffering. Set in a dark and mystical world, the game offers an immersive atmosphere where the line between reality and the protagonist's hallucinations is constantly blurred. This contrast between the beauty of the landscapes and the intensity of the themes explored is what makes the game impactful from the start. The gameplay focuses on melee combat, but the real highlight is how the narrative unfolds through the protagonist's perspective. The innovative use of binaural audio creates an immersive experience, making players feel the voices and thoughts echoing in her mind. The battles are intense, and along with the psychological elements, they add a layer of complexity to the gameplay that goes beyond simple combat. The graphics are impressive, with settings that are true works of art. Every location visited brings a unique atmosphere, reinforced by the soundtrack that perfectly adapts to the tone of the game. The combination of high-quality visuals with a deep narrative makes this a game that resonates emotionally and leaves a lasting impression on the player. Continuing, we have Stranding, a game that stands out for its unique and innovative approach to the open-world genre. Set in a post-apocalyptic future, the player traverses desolate and mysterious landscapes with the mission of reconnecting a fragmented civilization. The narrative is engaging, full of mysteries and twists, creating an immersive experience from the start. The world is vast, yet lonely, which reinforces the feeling of isolation as the player faces increasingly complex challenges. The gameplay is unlike anything we've seen before. Instead of focusing solely on combat, the game places great importance on exploration and the logistics of delivering supplies in dangerous environments. The terrain is a constant obstacle, and the player must carefully plan routes, balance loads, and deal with changing weather conditions. While combat is present, the main focus is on how the player interacts with the environment and with other players indirectly through the cooperative connection system. The game impresses with stunning and realistic landscapes, along with weather effects that enhance the sense of immersion. The soundtrack is equally striking, accompanying each moment with precision and heightening the emotional impact of each scene. Stranding is not just a game, but a deep and philosophical experience that challenges the expectations of those who play it, offering something truly unique to the world of gaming. In 14th place, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth offers an epic reimagining of a beloved classic. With updated graphics and an even richer narrative, the game transports players to a universe filled with magic and technology. The vast world opens up for exploration, filled with side stories that provide depth beyond the main plot. The combat system is one of the game's main attractions, blending strategy with real-time action. By allowing players to switch between characters during battles, tactical possibilities expand, offering a diverse range of approaches to face challenges. The character progression and skill customization make each battle unique, keeping the game dynamic and interesting with every new confrontation. The game's visual aesthetics are jaw-dropping, with detailed environments and impressive effects. The iconic soundtrack has been adapted to create an even more epic and immersive atmosphere. Every setting, no matter how small, is designed to captivate and surprise, making exploration and combat even more rewarding. In 15th place, Stellar Blade stands out for its electrifying combat and stunning visuals. With a futuristic aesthetic, the game immerses players in a world full of action, where the fluidity of movement and combat design are the main attractions. The narrative, even in a sci-fi setting, brings a level of immersion and complexity that holds the player's attention from the start. The gameplay is fast-paced and demands quick reflexes. Melee combat is at the heart of the game, and each strike feels intense, with precision that makes every movement strategic. There's clear progression as the game advances, keeping players engaged and improving their skills and finding more efficient ways to defeat enemies. The futuristic visuals and high-quality settings make the game a true feast for the eyes. Every scene presents a unique aesthetic, whether through vibrant color contrasts or the special effects during fights. All of this, combined with an impactful soundtrack, creates an atmosphere full of intensity and emotion. In 16th place, Mad Max takes the player to a brutal post-apocalyptic desert where survival depends as much on combat skills as on the ability to explore and customize vehicles. The game offers incredible freedom in a devastated world where every resource is valuable and every enemy can pose a serious threat. Immersion is heightened by the arid, desolate setting, which perfectly captures the chaos of a lawless world. The gameplay is divided between intense hand-to-hand combat and electrifying battles aboard modified vehicles. Vehicle customization is one of the game's highlights, allowing players to create a war machine capable of facing hordes of enemies. The brutal and direct hand-to-hand combat mechanics add constant tension, making every battle feel like a fight for survival. The game impresses with vast and inhospitable landscapes where desolation is almost palpable. The combination of light, dust, and destruction creates an atmosphere of abandonment that contributes to the feeling of urgency and danger. Together with a soundtrack that intensifies the action moments, the game offers an intense and memorable journey through the Mad Max universe. Next, Dragon's Dogma II promises a significant evolution over the previous game, with a vibrant open world full of dangers. Players embark on an epic journey through wild lands, facing imposing creatures and uncovering mysteries along the way. The story, full of twists, keeps interest high and encourages constant exploration. The combat system is one of the most striking features, offering great freedom in skill customization and choice of fighting styles. The battles are intense and dynamic, requiring a combination of strategy and direct action. One of the most exciting details is the ability to climb giant monsters during combat, adding an extra layer of excitement and engagement to the action. The environments are lush, ranging from dense forests to colossal mountains, with impressive visual variety. The detailed settings, combined with an epic soundtrack, help create a grand atmosphere that accompanies every step of the journey. The world revealed to the player is vast and full of surprises, providing an unforgettable adventure. Next, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown revives the classic franchise with a new visual and gameplay approach. The game brings back the agile and acrobatic style characteristic of the series, where jumps, climbs, and fluid movements are essential to traverse the complex environments. The combination of challenging platforming and dynamic combat keeps the pace constant and engaging. The gameplay is marked by fast and precise combat, where fighting and agility skills are key. The battle system has been improved to offer more fluidity and variety, providing an action-packed experience full of possibilities. Each encounter demands quick reflexes and strategic decisions, adding a layer of tension to every new phase. The updated graphics bring a vibrant style, mixing classic elements with a modern aesthetic. The environments are rich in detail, and the animations during acrobatics and combat are fluid and impressive. The return of this iconic franchise successfully renews the series, keeping its original essence while exploring new possibilities in action and adventure games. In 19th place, Pacific Drive combines exploration and survival in an intriguing post-apocalyptic setting. The unique concept of driving through dangerous roads in a devastated world offers an intense experience where attention to detail and planning are essential to progress. The tense atmosphere, full of imminent dangers, keeps players on edge, making each trip unpredictable and challenging. The gameplay focuses mainly on driving, but there's much more to explore. Players need to manage and upgrade their vehicles to face the obstacles ahead, adding an interesting strategic layer. The roads are filled with surprises, and each route brings new challenges, keeping the gaming experience engaging and full of variety. Exploring the devastated landscapes and the constant need for maintenance create a tense and exciting cycle. Visually, the game impresses with desolate landscapes rich in details that reflect the chaos of the world it takes place in. The soundtrack enhances the feeling of isolation and danger. The unique concept of driving through threat-filled roads makes this game an interesting choice for those looking for something new in the survival genre. Lastly, Amnesia revolutionized the psychological horror genre with its tense atmosphere and disturbing plot. Focused more on suspense than combat, players are challenged to explore dark environments while dealing with growing terror and the constant fear of the unknown. The immersion is deep, and every step within this mysterious world is accompanied by a rising sense of danger. The gameplay centers on survival, with mechanics emphasizing stealth and puzzle solving. Without the ability to fight threats directly, players must hide and use the environment to their advantage, increasing the tension even more. The search for clues and solutions to escape the horrors lurking around every corner keeps the game intriguing and challenging. The combination of disturbing sounds and terrifying visuals makes the tension almost palpable. This blend of elements makes the game a reference for those who enjoy psychological horror and seek an immersive and unsettling journey. So, how many of these games have you played? Which ones made a lasting impression on you? I'm curious to know which games captured your attention for hours, or if any of these sparked your interest in starting a new adventure. Do you think any game was left out of the list? Share your thoughts in the comments. Other gamers' suggestions and opinions always bring valuable discoveries. Don't forget to subscribe to the Play Hunters channel and turn on notifications. That way, you'll stay updated on everything happening in the gaming world and won't miss any major releases or news about the best games to play. I'm leaving a card with another list of games that are worth every penny. Just click to watch, and I'm sure you'll discover a hidden gem in the gaming world. A big hug, and see you tomorrow.